Greetings, citizens. This is Lance Starbolt, and we're remembering City of Heroes. Thanks, Lance. Hello, everyone. Trigon here, and welcome back to City of Heroes, or actually, Paragon Chat. Today is the Shutdown Vigil Day, November 30th, the 5-year anniversary of the closing of this great game. So, we are here to check things out. Look at all the people here. And this has been running all day. They haven't really had any specific events, just, just people being here to say goodbye once again to the game that we all enjoyed for so long. So, I was wondering what we should do today. I actually had planned to do a live stream of this, but once again, even though my tests earlier today, everything was going fine, this evening, it was just terrible. There's just no way I could have live streamed. I think what's happening is AT&T is clamping our bandwidth in the evening hours, which is total crap if you ask me. I mean, that's the whole reason, or that's one of the things AT&T says, well, if you get cable modem, then in the evening hours your data gets clamped because you got all those people using the cable. Well, why on earth are you clamping my data in the evening, AT&T, since it's supposedly a dedicated circuit, at least to where it gets to your equipment? But enough of my complaining anyways. So I was trying to decide what we should do. We've explored quite a bit of the map. I don't think there's any areas in Paragon that we haven't explored yet. Boy, let's see now. We haven't really looked at City of Villains, at least not since the very first episode. Let's have a look-see at the list here. Let's see. Atlas Park, we've done all these. Did all of these. I think we even went down into the sewer network once. The Hive. I don't remember the Hive. Or the tunnels. What are the Hive and the tunnels? Terra Volta, I remember. Actually, I don't think we've gone there, though. Let's go check out Terra Volta. I remember doing Terra Volta not long after I started playing. It was really interesting. Had a lot of fun with it. If I remember right, though, it's sort of... I don't know, maybe it didn't, but it seemed like it was not played as often later on, in later years. I don't remember what match did we just get? Hey! Didn't think we flew close enough to anything to get a exploration badge. Alright, does it collect? Badges. Huh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I just don't remember going here, maybe once in the later years that I played. But it was a big deal when I first started playing. I have to say, between the two games, even though City of Heroes, is a lot older graphic technology, in terms of the buildings and everything and the atmosphere, I like it so much better than Champions. And I'm getting used to Champions, the characters I'm not feeling so annoyed about as I used to. Where the heck is the entrance here anyways? Is this it? Can we go in through here? No. I bet we can't even go into the building. That's what I was sort of hoping for, is to go into the building. Wonder if we can find it on the mission maps. But even though Champions is so much newer technology, even though it's getting aged now too, I don't know. City of Heroes just strikes me as more... What's the word? It's not more realistic, because it's not more realistic, but it's more... I don't know. It has a better atmosphere. It's less Saturday morning cartoon, and more. Yeah, I think that's it. It's more comic book. I mean, it's more like, graphic novel sort of comic books from when I was a kid. Well, not when I was a kid, when I was a young man. I don't remember when they started doing graphic novels, but it reminds me more of the old graphic novels from when I was young. Whereas Champions reminds me more of Saturday morning cartoons. So that's definitely the difference right there. And I like the graphic novel look better. I mean, that probably shows in the fact that I absolutely love the appearance of Borderlands, which is very much to me anyways, very much a graphic novel sort of appearance. Alright, let's check this out and see if we can find... Can we get into the inner workings here? Other... Okay. There's S's. Test map. The underground trial. Sioux Tattoo Parlor. I think we've won in there. And V's. What about in the R's? Maybe it's like reactor room? Rebuilding Boomtown. On shop. Oh dear. Well, I don't see anything at all. I can't think of what else it would be. I mean, the mission map's got to be here. I'm sure the mission map is here. Just because, they've got all the other maps here. Why wouldn't they have the Terra Volta mission map? But I probably just don't know the name to look for it under. Look at all these maps. Ghost Widow's Tower. Ghost Widow's Binding Circle. City of Heroes had so many missions. I saw a graphic on it. It was actually from a few... I think it was from a year or 2 years before the game shut down, about how many missions and everything there were in the game, and it was just ridiculous. I mean, it was something like 15 years of constant play. 15 years of playing continuously in order to play all of the missions that were in the game. Now, that included the mission architect missions, of course. But it's still pretty amazing. Let's go check out... Have we been to Pretoria? Let's go check out Pretoria. Let's go to First Ward. Oh. So yeah, I'd really hope to live stream, so people who couldn't be there for the Vigil, who don't have Paragon Chat installed or or whatever, so that they'd get a chance to at least sort of glimpse, and if you guys had anything that you wanted me to go and look at or go and do, I could have done. But I guess we have to put up with technology, at least for now. I'm hoping maybe early next year I can get our internet upgraded. Grassy. Oh, that's a cool star. I like that. I like that arch too. I remember that from before. Very cool. Now there used to be... I wonder if... I guess they don't have them in here. What is it? Seed of Hamadan or something that was flying around in here? It used to creep me the heck out. Maybe sometime we'll go into Icon, which is the single player version of this. But with Icon I can spawn NPCs and stuff, so maybe we'll hop into there sometime so I can spawn some NPCs. That would be pretty cool too. Definitely looks like a bad day here. Those look more like tentacles to me than anything else. Except for the fact they ain't moving. Maybe they're just moving really, really slowly. Yeah, I always found this zone really creepy. It definitely did not need the creepy thing flying overhead making creepy sounds to creep me out. Listen to that. Can you guys hear that? Ooh. Oh, just look at this building. Okay. Where the heck am I now? I started flying around in random locations. Now I really don't know where I am or where anything is. Well, that's really cool. Never really noticed this before. I don't mean the graveyard. I meant the bridge here. Very cool. Looks just like the bridges in Edge Pretoria, but all broken. Now, Eek played a lot in here. I never played in here very much. I enjoyed Eek, and I played through Pretoria quite a bit and had a lot of fun there. But like I said, First War just always creeped me out, so I never played here much. Alright, let's go to Pretoria. Pretoria, Imperial City. Yeah, I remember when Going Rogue came out, and it was a, big graphics update for the game, too, so, it was a pretty big thing for everybody. I think a lot of people complained, a lot of people were disappointed in where the content stopped, but I thought it was pretty amazing the amount of content they added. There we are. Here's their subways. I thought it was interesting they did subways. Can we just go in here? Yes, we can. I thought it was interesting they did subways. I thought it was actually pretty cool that they did subways instead of elevated trains like we have in in Paragon City. But they use the same cars, interestingly enough. Interesting. All the drink advertisement. What's this say? The sun never sets on Pretoria. Wow, that must be... that must make it difficult to get to sleep at night. And I'm hearing Growler making all sorts of rude comments about Lance's butt in reference to there being too much sunlight, but I'm not going to let him say anything about it on the recording. Fire smart. Oh, and our wonderful Emperor. Trying to find... Did I come out? Yeah, that's right. I did come out in the wrong zone, didn't I? This isn't the starting zone. This lake is pretty cool. I think I did not like the visual appeal of Pretoria, at least above ground, anywhere near as much as Paragon. I don't know, it's just something about it that struck me as too neat. I thought that was great, the way they did the zones like that there. I also thought it was too neat, but I loved the tunnels. Nova Pretoria, that's the starting zone. Yeah, they had some really cool new costume pieces. We made some very interesting characters. And somehow just kept falling over and over again. What the? Can we stop falling? There we go. Okay. Alright. Something freaky going on here. Can we just fall to the ground? There we go. Must have been having some connection issue with the server or something. That's interesting. I don't remember all the lights like that. That's really sort of freaky, actually. So here's Lady Liberty's, or Ms. Liberty, or whatever her alternate. She has a whip. Interesting. Interesting. No comment. And one of the very freaky robots. And here's the big guy. He's very big. You know, like dwarfs Lance. Look at that. Stand next to him, Lance. He could just, like, you know, pound you into the ground like a nail, Lance. Nonsense. Lance is far too powerful for that. Yeah, well, you're powerful in champions, maybe, but here you're, you know, just a guy who can fly and run fast. These things are really interesting. I do not remember the lights. Wait a minute, does that make a sound? Oh, freaky. All sorts of sound effects up here. I don't remember all of that. Oh, another badge. I don't see exploration anything. What are we getting badges for? Guardians of Justice? Pretoria Police Department. Okay, interesting. Alright, now I want to see... Underground Nova. That's where I want to go. Like I said, I really enjoyed the missions down in the underground. I think I usually played Resistance. There's the res area. So doesn't this look great? Just look at this. It's really cool. Up here. Oh, we got a door up here. More freaky noises. Ooh, and some cool music. Oh, interesting. Can we go through here or anything? No. I bet you this was like a mission door. I don't. Is that a sheep? It is a sheep. A sheep with a loyalist symbol. That's pretty funny. Oh dear. The sheeple. The sheeple. Wow, is this just it? Just a... Yeah, it looks like this is just a corridor with, or a big room with, corridors leading off to mission doors. Oh, maybe this one goes further. Remember there being a really big complex down here, but, you know, when you're playing the game and you're going through, oh yeah, check this out, here is Subway. Doesn't this just look awesome? I mean, look at this. You know, this is old tech, too. But it just looks awesome, especially when you know, think about it in comparison to a Champions did. And even, you know, to some modern games, it still looks really good. It doesn't have the photorealism of, you know, the cutting-edge stuff, but it still looks really good to be immersive. It still looks plenty good enough to be immersive. Oh, one down here. It's a cool shot. Oh, what'd that say? Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Oh, the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. So this is the resistance symbol here. If you didn't play the game, that's the resistance symbol. Don't believe your eyes. Okay. Oh, see, I told you this just goes on forever. This is not the tunnels I remember, though. Maybe I'm thinking Imperial City? Or maybe I'm thinking Mission Map. I do remember these. They're just not the ones I was thinking of. These go off anywhere? Sure does. So I think this here, with these, you know, winding tunnels. Oh yeah, this is one of the areas I was thinking of right here. Look at the starting missions in this area right here. These big, you know, tunnels and, you know, winding tunnels and open chambers and all of this, I don't know, it makes the place feel bigger and more immersive than the great big open desert and open Canadian wilderness of Champions. That just seems small for some reason. I think part of it's the way they decide to do their graphics. Star Trek is the same way. Everything seems small even when it's big because of the way they did the graphics in the game. Things just look too toy-like. Whereas this here, just the way they did it, even though, you know, I'm zooming out to, you know, where Lance is the same size, more or less, you know, as Lance is when I'm playing Champions. But look, this room just looks so much, this corridor just looks so much bigger than the ones in Champions. I don't know if it's the scale of the building and stuff compared, or if it's camera angle, or what. What if it's something that they could actually fix in Champions? I mean, if it's scale of maps, no, I'm sure they can't. Unless they could do, you know, no, they couldn't, no matter what. I mean, they would have to redo assets in some way or another. But if it were something like the camera angle or depth of field or something like that, you wonder if that would be something that they could, you know, just fix in programming to make the maps seem more immersive. My goodness, it just keeps going and going and going. Does this go anywhere? Yes, it does. See what I was saying about this area being huge? More sheeple. Wonder what this thing is supposed to do. Sort of cool looking, whatever it is. Ooh, what's this? This sort of reminds me of the sewer areas in Paragon City. The big pipes coming out of the floor and stuff. I remember having fights in rooms like these. Oh, just like the little res area when we zoned in. Somewhere down here, and I don't know where it is, but somewhere there is a like a resistance, I don't want to say base, but like a resistance encampment. And I don't know where it is. I don't know how we would get to it. And it might be on a mission map or something like that, not in the open maps. I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure it is somewhere in the open maps. So I think we would run missions from there, and there would be NPCs. It might have been the area where we zoned in, and just without the NPCs and stuff, you can't really tell. Man, look at this. Okay, we're back out to the train station now. Oh, we got another badge. We're racking up the badges today. What did we get? Disappeared. This is where enemies of the state vanish forever. Lance, don't be an enemy of the state. No, Lance, do be an enemy of the state. Shut up, Growler. Alright, you two. Alright, one more little peek here. And then we should call it a night. Alright, Pretoria. Let's see. We did First Ward. Let's go over to Neutropolis. I thought that was a pretty interesting zone. The weird reactor here, too. But if I haven't said it enough already this week, I am so happy to have this new monitor. Oh, a little framey there. Yeah, here we go. I want to come over here. I forgot there was actually a city section attached to this, too. Look at that. Are those all reactors over there? I guess they are. That is a heck of a power plant. I wonder, you know, they got the big ship here. Where did the ships go? Are there other cities like this that survived whatever happened? Lambda Sector. This is a pretty beefy looking fortress here. Interesting. That's a nice tank. Pretty well in scale, too. Interesting sound effects there, like that. I like this truck. That's a cool looking truck. I like it. As I've gotten older, I've grown to like the older vehicles. I mean, from before my time, I've grown to appreciate their design more and more. Let's see now. Isn't there like a residential area? Is this it over here? Wow, some serious racket coming from this equipment over here. Yeah, this looks like little company town area over here. Really depressed looking area. It's a junkyard with what looks like little shanty town in it. What the heck was that? That is a freaky sound. I think that's supposed to be those vultures or whatever there. No, I just noticed I don't see a church anywhere. Are there any churches in Paragon City even? This is cool. Manny's gas station. You know, isn't there a gas station like this in... oh, look at the Dust Devil. That's so cool. Isn't there a gas station just like this in Champions in Millennium City? Like right near where you start out? In fact, when I first started, when the game first came out, what's his name? Kodiak used to actually be in the gas station. He was like over on one side of the gas station before they moved him over to the police station. Oh, hey, this looks like just like one of the buildings from Paragon City here. This hotel or motel or whatever it is. Those birds are super creepy. Wonder how far out this way we can go. Oh, here's more shantytown here. Yeah, we definitely should do something with Icon and, you know, spawn in some NPCs and check them out in the next video. That would be pretty fun. I just want to see how far over I can get. Warning, harmful area, repellent measures in effect. Yeah, you're pretty repellent, all right. Hey, that wasn't nice. I didn't mean you, Lance. Sometimes people just take things too seriously. That's really cool. Really cool indeed. Oh, I think that's Neutron's tower up there. All right. Well, I think we are out of time for today. It's been really enjoyable just sort of running around here, taking the trip down memory lane once again. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you in our next video. Have a great day, everyone.